everyone, this is Burundi National TV broadcasting from Bujumbura, capital city. We begin our edition by top stories. The President of the Republic of Evariste Ndayishimiye officially presented this Friday Anise Saidi, the new administrator of Mugina Commune in Bujumbura province. In his speech delivered on this occasion, the head of state called on the new administrator to be simply leader capable of guiding the population in the right direction. And the Ministry of Public Health is calling on all Burundian citizens to get screened for diabetes, a disease that should not be considered as taboo subject in Burundi. This call was made on a Thursday by Oscar Nhabosa. He's the Director General in charge of health services at the Ministry of Public Health on the occasion of free diabetes and hypertension support campaign. This will head on, so welcome to news in details. I'm Joseph Monindajam. As I said in the top stories, the President of the Republic of Evariste Ndayishimiye officially presented this Friday Anise Saidi, the new administrator of Mugina Commune in Bujumbura province. In his speech delivered on this occasion, the head of state called on the new administrator to be an unexplainably leader capable of guiding the population in the right direction. Jackson Irakoze was on the ground.
The official ceremony for the presentation of the new communal administrator of Mugina took place on the football field located in Mugina Canyon. The governor of Bujumbura province thanked the head of state for his continued efforts to provide valuable guidance to the population, urging them to adopt positive behavioral changes. He also called on citizens to remain vigilant in safeguarding peace and security, especially since Bujumbura province shares borders with countries like Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The head of state provided a series of teachings and advice to the population, particularly encouraging them to initiate their own development projects rather than waiting for employment opportunity to be handed to them. He reminded them that the communal administrator should act as a shepherd to the people and recorded the ethical principles that leaders must uphold. The president also emphasized that there is no valid reason that it should hinder Mugina Commune from developing, given its abundant natural wealth and potential. On his part, the newly appointed communal administrator Saidi Anise pledged to implement all development projects aimed at improving the living conditions of the people of Mugina. He expressed his commitment to serve as humble servant of the people and called on the population to maintain a spirit of collaboration and mutual support for the betterment of the commune. Following the ceremony, the head of state proceeded to visit a site where good is being proceeded, specifically Terring's Court. After touring the facility and observing the ongoing activities, he expressed his appreciation to those working on site for the progress they have achieved. It is worth noting that Mugina is one of the communes in Bujumbura province and marks the final stop in the president's series of official presentations of communal administrators within the province.
I want to stay in Bujumbura province as part of the ongoing effort to transparently sell minerals from Burundi. The President of the Republic, Evariste Ndayishimiye, proceeded on the resulting revenues contributed to the country's development. President of the Republic, Evariste Ndayishimiye, then officially exported 390 tons of minerals this Friday, including amethyst, titanium, beryllium, and rare earths. And nearly $7 million is the amount that Burundi state has already collected thanks to the mining sector. The President of the Republic, Evariste Ndayishimiye, announced this on Friday during the President announced this on Friday during a press conference at the end of 100 days he had set for himself to revitalize the mining sector. We live in our Bujumbura for Gitega province, whereby on Kiremera Hill in the commune and the province of Gitega. This Friday, the First Lady Angeline Ndayishimiye officially launched the Friends of Babies and Early Stimulation for Children of Mutawa Space. The First Lady emphasized the crucial importance of early stimulating for children to promote the harmonious development. We back to Bujumbura. As I said in top stories, the Ministry of Public Health is calling on all Burundian citizens to get screened for diabetes, disease that should no longer be considered as taboo subject in Burundi. This call was made on Thursday by Oscar Ntihabose, Director General in charge of Health Services at the Ministry of Public Health, on the occasion of a free diabetes and hypertension screening campaign. The event was organized as a part of the celebration of World Diabetes Day, which is observed every year on November 14th. Gordian Gato was on the ground.
This screening campaign for diabetes and high blood pressure took place at the headquarters of the Ministry of Public Health. Citizens from various parts of the city of Bujumbura attended this event to find out whether they have diabetes or suffer from hypertension so that they can take appropriate measures. Oscar Ntihabose, the Director General in charge of healthcare delivery and accreditations at the Ministry of Public Health, stated that this campaign was organized to inform and remind the population that diabetes and hypertension are a reality in Burundi. For this reason, it is important to get screened in order to prevent this disease. On this occasion, he called on the population to work together to fight these illnesses through prevention. The president of the Association of Diabetic Individuals, who was present at the event, expressed his gratitude to the Burundian government for organizing this campaign, which, according to him, allows both diabetic and non-diabetic individuals to know their health status. He also requested that this campaign be extended throughout the country, since diabetes is spreading rapidly in all provinces. The campaign will conclude this Friday at St. Augustine Parish, located in Buyenzi.
Thanks indeed, Gordian Gato for these details. And before closing, the United Kingdom cooperates with Burundi in several key sectors of national life, notably in the areas of energy, infrastructure, education, and national defense. This was stated with the UK ambassador to Rwanda and Burundi during the celebration of the 77th birthday of His Majesty King Charles III. The ceremonies were held in Bujumbura and organized by the British Embassy in Burundi. Report by Evariste Nyohuru.
These were the ceremonies marking the celebration of the 77th birthday of His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom. They took place on Thursday, 13 November in Bujumbura during a reception hosted by the British Embassy in Burundi. In her address, Alison Thorpe, the United Kingdom's ambassador to Burundi and Rwanda, praised the bilateral relations between Rwanda and Gitega, describing them as strong and constructive. She highlighted key areas of cooperation, including access to energy, education, security, and good governance, as well as the UK's support for peace efforts in Somalia and regional integration. She also reflected on the past achievements and shared perspectives for the future.
Investment in green energy on the African continent is a priority for the UK government. So we've invested over £50 million in Burundi's green energy infrastructure. This includes support for Songa Energy's 2 hydroelectric power stations and for Wiza Power's expansion of the national grid. This pioneering project aims to bring power to 70% of Burundi's population within a decade. On top of that, the UK is also backing the Rusizi 3 hydroelectric dam with $100 million, driving sustainable growth across the Great Lakes region, creating 800 jobs for Burundians, and supporting the wider development of Cibitoke and the wider region. For me, Rusizi 3 is a fantastic example of the economic dividends that can come from a peaceful and prosperous Great Lakes region. And this is why the UK stands squarely behind the ongoing regional peace processes. Working together on climate is another area where I hope our cooperation will grow. As climate challenges increase around the world, it is essential we stand together. So through the UK's Meteorological Office, we're collaborating with Burundi's own Meteorological Office to improve weather forecasting. This will help farmers plant their crops at the right time and give communities advance warning on potential climate challenges such as flooding. On the humanitarian front, the UK remains a committed partner. This year we've contributed £5.3 million to UNHCR's regional appeal for refugees from the DRC, supporting Burundi as it openly welcomes people fleeing through conflict. And through the Chevening Scholarship Programme, we are proud to welcome Burundian scholars to study for fully funded master's programmes in the UK. Each of them will return to Burundi equipped to lead and inspire. I'm proud to see so many of our Chevening alumni here today, and I'm delighted that our very own Edmund was one of the first Chevening scholars from Burundi to study in the UK over 10 years ago. I expect he never thought he would end up working at the British Embassy in Bujumbura.
On behalf of the Burundian government, Severin Barubuke, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry for Foreign Affairs, expressed gratitude for the fruitful cooperation between Burundi and the UK. He reaffirmed Burundi's commitment to further strengthening these ties in a spirit of sincere partnership with a focus on the well-being of the population. According to him, through genuine collaboration, we can overcome today's challenges and build a brighter future together. The celebration of the royal birthday also serves as an opportunity for further deepen the bonds of friendship between the United Kingdom and its international partners.
Happy birthday! Cheers, everyone!
Well, that's it for me now. Thanks again for watching. Programs continue on Nation TV. Stay tuned and take care.